Hey there, Mike from EnlightenAI here. I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough of how you can navigate your courses, go to an assignment, and start to grade some work. So in case you haven't seen it before, this is your Enlighten homepage, and all of your courses are right here. You can build these yourself, or you can click the little button that's hidden beneath my face right now. There it is, to sync over your courses from Google Classroom or Canvas or other platforms like that. For our purposes right now, I'm just going to hop into my second period social studies class, and now I can see all the assignments that are already here. Again, these might have been synced over from Google Classroom. They might have been created here. If I want to, I can see only graded assignments. I can see maybe what's in the archive, or I could also see my list of students that are in this class and add more. From here, when I click into a given assignment, the first thing I'm going to see is all of the students and have they turned in any work. Looks like all of these students have turned in work, which is great. I can also, if there are students who I need to add or who haven't turned anything in, I can add their work for them here, and then I can paste the submission. The system will ask you, do I want to pick a student like this one, and then I can paste the work, or I can upload this as a doc as well if you want to. For these purposes, I'm just going to leave it alone, and then I'm going to walk a little bit through the grading process and show you how this works. So when I'm done grading, I can say confirm submissions. And now I'm going to come to a really important screen in Enlighten, where you can choose how do you want to grade this work. One of the simplest options is to just use a rubric. Now, you could create this rubric right here. You could import it if you already have it, or you could pick from one of the rubrics you might have used in the past. You could also go over to our library of rubrics that we have had created by experts, or you could see all the different rubrics that teachers from across the country have shared. That's a pretty big and growing list. We have a thriving community, and we'd love it if you added your rubrics to the mix. What's really important, and what you also can do here, is you can go back and reuse an AI training. So these are all of the assignments that I might have used in the past to grade something. And I can come here and I can say, I already know that I've trained this AI teaching assistant really well. I just want to use this one. This can be a great workflow. If you're offering the same type of assignment a lot of times to students and you're using the same rubric, say for a daily or weekly exit ticket or for a quick formative assessment, you can always just go back and reuse that already trained AI that you've invested a lot of time into. It's up to you though. So for these purposes, I'm going to choose a rubric. I'm just going to use a simple claim, evidence, and reason. I can take a look at it here and see the different levels. And I'll go ahead and say, yep, I want to use that rubric. And now I can see all the different assignment details that I might have already added. So this is where I can put in the grade level, I can put in the submission length, prompt that I might want, that I'm asking students to respond to. I can also include reference text. You can upload this as PDFs, you can upload images and a lot of other things. You can really invest a lot of time up front in making sure that your teaching assistant has all of the context and all of the kind of information you want them to have. The more work you put in here and the more kind of context you allow them to have on the front end, the better. Same is true here when you think about the instructions you might give to your AI assistant. You can decide what type of feedback do you want to give, how long. You can also include an exemplar student response. There's other parts of the system where you can actually calibrate and put in multiple levels of student response, but for this purpose right here, there's just one exemplar that I can share. You can also come in and say, what type of specific feedback and instructions do you want the AI to give? We have a menu for you to select from if you want to try those. Or you can just write in your own comments of maybe, here are my 50 tricks of the trade that I use whenever I grade. Or this is exactly the type of tone I want you to use because at this time of year, I really want to build a lot of student confidence before this big summative test. It's really up to you, but I encourage you to tweak this and play around with it a little bit. Once you've gotten all these details put together, you're ready to save this and start to grade. I'll see you on another video to dig more into that workflow, but thanks, and I hope you really enjoy navigating EnlightenAI. As always, if you want to get in touch with us, click the little icon in the bottom right-hand corner, and we will respond and give you the help you need. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.